I'm here in Hegang in Heilongjiang province in northern China. Behind me is a coal mine, and this city was dependent on coal for many, many decades and actually was quite prosperous as a result of the coal output. But over the years, the reserves have been diminishing and the city is now struggling with its finances. Hegang's residents are now feeling the brunt of the fiscal clampdown. Locals are complaining about a lack of indoor heating in freezing winter temperatures, and taxi drivers say they're being slapped with more traffic fines. Public school teachers worry about job cuts, and street cleaners have to endure 2-month delays to their salaries. Hegang represents just the tip of the iceberg of a $23 trillion debt crisis facing provinces all across China. Its struggles are an ominous sign for President Xi Jinping, as other heavily indebted municipalities look set to follow suit. At stake for Xi is his ambition of doubling income levels by 2035, while reducing the gap between rich and poor, which is key for social stability as he seeks to rule with the Communist Party for potentially the next decade or more. Beijing has been pushing local governments to curb debt risks for years, especially hidden debt. That's the debt that's racked up by financing vehicles on behalf of municipalities, which doesn't show up on the balance sheets of the localities. For years, Hegang has faced a massive gap between its government spending and revenue. It has cut back on outflows more recently, but still relies heavily on transfers from the provincial government to fill the gap. Hegang's official government debt has soared in the past decade, but as worrying is its hidden debt. The size of such debt almost matched that of official debt in 2021, according to media reports. Hegang had faced years of dwindling revenue from a coal industry in decline and a loss of taxpayers as the city's population shrunk 16% in the decade through 2020. Then came the dual blows of the pandemic and a crackdown from Beijing on the property market. Still, real estate presents one potential draw for Hegang. That's because cheap property prices are particularly attractive to the lie-flat generation of young people who have become disillusioned by the high stress and living costs in China's megacities. Authorities are also trying to find a new path forward in terms of what industries they can look to spur future growth. One of the areas that they're very much looking into is graphite, and there are reserves around this city. This is a material that's very much in demand, especially with electric vehicles, and so the government here is hoping that this material can offer it a way out and increase the chances of this town regaining some of its past glory.